Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So, today I was scrolling through the DML Facebook page and I saw this post about what's new Halloween dragon chasing. So, if you didn't know, there has been an update released for iOS users and it is a Halloween themed update as well, but this picture here is really useful. And it says, keep your eyes on our upcoming events. Can you collect all of the new Halloween-themed dragons in time? And so we can see two new dragons on the side here, and what definitely looks to be like the Forgotten Castle or Trainer Trials event in the center. So obviously we have a spooky Halloween-themed sort of special event. So they have made it different from the current deep sea event, so we're not just doing two normal solo events in a row, and we are actually getting one of the different themed ones. Obviously some people are going to be a little bit annoyed because it's this type of event, but at the same time I want to see how they've changed things or just sort of updated it. But I like the fact that there seems to be a little spooky ghost on the right, well, the top pathway of this level there. It looks pretty cool to me. But I do know of some of the new dragons that are going to be released, but so far I've only seen 3 people actually send out screenshots of the 3 different dragons, so I'm only going to go through those ones today, just in case I am not meant to be looking at the other dragons yet. So, first of all, we have the little dragon there. So this is its little baby form, and I actually really like the design of this one. So far, the only name that I have is the Coal Dragon, but we'll have to wait and see. It could be anything, Magma Dragon or anything like that. But baby looks kind of spooky still, to be completely honest with you. And then obviously the adult form, which was on the screenshot. But this is a really nice looking guy. If they made him a shadow type, that'd be really cool, but he's probably more like a fire-earth hybrid with something else. I don't know, but this guy is probably my favourite out of all the new ones that I've seen so far. I just love the colours on him. He's really, really cute, and obviously cold does coincide usually with Christmas, with naughty children, but it does work with Halloween as well because he is just freaky deaky in general. And then the other dragon that we saw on the screenshot, which is the one on the right here, this is the baby form, and so it is like a weird mermaid slash fish, but it's got the little, like a wreath on its head with a little flower, but I'm not going to go into the name too much either yet because I want the update to actually come out for Android and Windows users before I go fully in depth with everything. But these are definitely some of the new dragons, and there's the adult form. Obviously this one looks terrifying, like freaky deaky like, and it even has hair like an actual maiden, or do you know the whole thing about like drowning women in olden times and then they turn into angry like creatures? I don't know, I'm probably sounding very weird right now, but this is the whole thing behind this one as far as I'm aware. But yeah, look, it's definitely looking like a scary dragon so far. Obviously, design-wise, this thing is just weird, but hey-ho, what can you do? And then we have this one as well. Very nice dragon. Obviously, looks like a scarecrow, and he does have... My favourite thing about this whole thing is the fact that his tail is just a knife. It is just a knife. How brilliant is that? Beautiful. And this is actually kind of dark in comparison to some of the other dragons that we've seen. Like, his head is a literal skull, and he has a knife on his tail. And obviously scarecrows in general are just very, very weird and not much fun. But this is the baby form of the guy, and then we have the adult form here with a scythe for a tail. It has grown into a gigantic scythe, which you like harvest crops with and whatnot, but another very, very concerning dragon over here, but it's definitely different from some of the others. Like the Frankie dragon, the Frankenstein one, was cute, and the pumpkin dragon I'd say is more cute than scary, but like this guy here, I don't know, kind of giving me the freaks. And I just closed the picture of the egg. But anyway, if you do want to see any of these, then if you open up the DML wiki, you can actually see the pictures of the Scarecrow Dragon for now. And we do have this screenshot here where it says that he's Earth, Plant, and Void typing, so probably not the best typing, but we do have his little sort of dialogue here. Scaring more than just the crows, the Scarecrow Dragon often has a hard time making friends. However, if you're able to look past its spooky appearance, you'll discover an incredibly kind and loyal partner. So there you go, there's everything for him so far, but so far on the wiki they haven't released any screenshots of the other dragons yet, or some of the other new ones, so I am not going to go through them yet. But when I see some other people posting stuff, then I will feel more inclined to actually go ahead and do it, because I don't want to talk about things that I'm not meant to be talking about yet. But we don't know when the update is coming out for Android or Windows yet, but it could be up to a week usually, the wait. So for now, we will just be having to rely on the iOS people to keep us updated on what is actually happening in the wiki and stuff like that. So, at least we now know that there are some new dragons, there is a new event going on. Like, thank the guy that posted this, but, yeah, a new event. So, obviously, events like this, they do take a lot of time. They're more demanding than the regular solo events, that's for sure, but you know, last time I managed to get the Medalist Dragon without many issues at all, so I'm hoping to do the same this time around, but well, I'll just have to wait and see how busy I am. But since these two are on the front of here, does that mean that these two are going to be the two reward dragons for this event, or are they just there to sort of put us off, if you get what I'm trying to say? Who knows? For now, we don't have any confirmation on what the actual tier rewards are for, like, tier 3 and 5 or 3 and 6 or whatever. So again, it's all just speculation, but I'm glad that we at least have some pictures to go through for today. But that's pretty much all that I had to say for now, but thank you, Dragon Mania. But for now, just keep yourself on the DML Facebook page and the forums and the Instagram and whatnot. Oh, look, it's my video. Thank you. But, you know, just keep yourself updated, and I'm sure if you have any players on iOS, they'll probably keep you up to date on what is actually going on. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.